Hey guys, I happened across a video by MCIK where he was complaining about comparisons in Warframe, but more specifically people comparing the Lenz to the Dread. While I agree that the comparisons may be apples to oranges, there are similarities between the weapons, which is why the comparisons exist in the first place. He mentions the crit chance as one of them, and crit damage, but then dismisses it right there due to them being very different weapon types. I disagree with this completely because both weapons are bows at base. Both charge up with an arrow which launches forward and drops due to gravity, then strike a target. Both have similar crit stats, and both primarily use sniper ammo. Sure, the end result of the Dread is usually slash procs that bleed an enemy to death from within, and the Lenz freezes targets before exploding in an AoE, but is it really bad that people are comparing weapons like this? He also mentions the amount of weapons in the game as a sort of counter to needing to compare, aka there are so many varieties of weapons in the game, why be obsessed with comparisons basically? And I can reverse this line of thinking a bit. Because there are so many weapons to choose from, there's bound to be a weapon that a player starts to really enjoy. Maybe this is even the starter weapon for a new player or something. After a while, they start thinking to themselves which weapon to upgrade to that has a similar style to the weapon, so we ask which is better, the Bratton or the KhorCS. In their mind, they want a solid assault rifle with similar assault rifle mechanics, but just slightly better in some way to the Bratton. So is there anything really wrong with comparing the Bratton to the KhorCS even though the Bratton is weaker and has a different stat distributions? Of course not. The person wanted an assault rifle, and the KhorCS fits the bill and can be compared to the Bratton easily in this case, with no issue. But what about something more extreme? Say the person grabbed a Tonkor the moment they could, and it quickly became their favorite explosive weapon, but they wanted to try something new, so they compare the Tonkor to the much weaker Ogre's rocket launcher. I bet you can already see the issues, of course. The Ogre's has far less crit potential, and it fires rockets rather than grenades. However, if you remember, in this hypothetical, the person wanted another explosive weapon and simply wanted to know the comparisons between the two weapons. If the person asked me, I would mention that while the Ogre's does less damage, its Augment mod allows it to spread stunning fire in a small area of the impact, guaranteeing that the enemy stays stunned in that spot, ready for another rocket to the face. The factor of fun also applies here. Perhaps one-shotting every enemy in the game with the Tonkor is getting boring for this person, but they still want to use a dangerous explosive weapon, which the Ogre's may fit the bill for this person. In any case, I feel MCIK's video is simply his opinion on the matter, and I can understand his frustrations. However, I feel he's overthinking comparisons in Warframe, as to me, in most cases, it's nothing more than players wondering whether another weapon could feel as good as their current one, and simply want to know which is better in that specific regard. Thanks for watching.